Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and especially to you in the UK. I know it's super late. The European people, thank you so much for coming. I know it's like 2 a.m. there or something. Welcome to the first official ladies' night for Quantum Witch Cafe. This is kind of an idea I've been rolling around for a while, and I wanted to do it to bring females in the community together, but we will have gentlemen on the show as well. And it kind of started with me, meeting Artemis and saying like, "Hey, like you're cool. You should come on my little ladies' night. I've been trying to do this forever." And then she said yes. And then now we're just like gonna do it together. So,
Yeah.
hope everybody has their cocktails and the whole Quantum Witch Cafe thing. If you are new to me or new to the channel, I mean, this is the first time I've done a live show. So, the Quantum Witch Cafe is kind of like a little thought baby of mine where it's kind of like I have like this vision of this little witchy cafe, and we talk about quantum physics and extraterrestrials and UAP and anything paranormal, anything weird. So, the topic's not limited to UAP at all times, but it's our favorite, of course. So, yeah. So Artemis, I'm gonna start with
Mm.
asking you some questions. First of all, what are you
All right.
drinking tonight? This is a cocktail hour,
Um,
guys. So go get your beers and wine. What's up?
uh, this is a mix of rosé and watermelon Summersby. So good.
Ooh, that
It's
sounds
really
good.
good.
And I'm keeping it
Hmm.
classy in Kentucky with my bourbon and Coke. And
Nice.
Angel's Envy would kill me if they knew I was mixing this with Coke. But cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oops. Here. Cheers.
So this is just supposed to be like a hangout, nothing formal. I do have some questions from Artemis, but after that, we'll just be hanging out. Josh might come on. Ooh, that's really strong. My bad.
Josh, uh, I just have to say his new nickname, which is UAP Heartthrob, just to
Oh
make him blush a
gosh.
little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to just to make him blush a little.
He's your international
Hi,
heartthrob.
Joshy. Yeah, I really. Oh,
That's funny.
that man. Hmm.
You guys are
Yeah.
adorable, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome to see two people into the same thing doing it. Because I could tell my husband about, oh, I'm doing a UIP thing tonight. And he really was like, okay, cool. Until like he saw me come out like dressed up. And he's like, wait, what a minute? Wait a minute.
He's like, wait, where are you going?
He goes,
Yeah.
so I have this necklace, and he calls necklaces titty treasure because they go in the.
They totally do. Yeah. I'm
He
not
calls
wearing
them.
one, but it would be there.
It's
Yeah.
late, guys. It's after 8. The kids are in bed. We can be a little more. So
You don't need to
yeah.
justify looking beautiful. So,
Oh, you look beautiful too. I think we have a girl crush on each other. Sorry,
okay.
Josh.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he's like, you're gonna show everybody your titty treasure. I'm like, well, you can put the kids down, get a cocktail, and come hang out. And he's like, no, it's your thing. I'm like, well, okay. Everybody
It
asks
could
about
be
you
your
anyways.
thing and his thing.
So we just
But
gotta
yeah.
brainwash him and get him in.
You know what? No,
So
you just gotta tell him or not tell him that you're doing a live and be like, babe, just come here for a second. And
no, because
then
like, what
just
if he like walks
no, it's
behind and like
actually really
whips it
bad.
out or something? You never know with guys. Not
That's
that he's
true.
notorious for that. Okay, now I'm blushing. I think it's a reflection from my lipstick. Honestly, I don't think I'm actually
Yeah, I think so.
blushing. All right, so my questions for
Now I
you.
know what happens after the kids go to bed. So yeah, that's good.
Ah, Logan. Oh, it's Nikki. Okay. So my friend Nikki is a prospect to come on here too. She's a spiritual medium and she's into all the ET stuff, all the UAP stuff. I met her in Alaska and you would absolutely love her. So I'll send you her IG page because she's like you talk to her and she's just like so peaceful. And you're just like, how do you calm me down so much with just your face?
Oh.
So my question for you is I don't know if I messaged you or you messaged me, but we started talking and I was like, oh, she's so nice. And then you said you were dating Josh. And it was kind of funny because I was like, I had a feeling Josh was dating somebody because usually when my guy friends start dating somebody, they kind of like disappear so for a little bit. So like he would like answer me, but like it wasn't like blah 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 before. And I was like, I think he got a girlfriend. So like, and then you told me that, and I was like, oh, I felt like I had like this big secret and I was like, oh my
This aha
gosh.
moment.
Like,
Yeah.
so, but then I was like, she's awesome. And, it's kind of like what I say to a lot of my guy friends is, like they, they date around, when everybody does a single thing at one point or another. And they're just like, yeah, it's just like this chick or that chick, but I'm not really like, I don't want to be with anybody right now. And I was like, well, I always tell them, I can't wait to meet the one because she's going to be awesome. So that was kind of that thing. And then here you are being awesome. And another thing I didn't realize, another thing I didn't realize is I didn't know you were interning for like Lou Angeles and all those guys. I was like, she's kind of like big time. So then I looked at your YouTube channel and then I got more nervous. I was like, she's got like a shit ton of videos, a bunch of
Wait,
followers.
on my YouTube? I don't
Don't you
have
have
anything on my YouTube.
Really? Maybe I went to like your liked
Not
videos or
yet.
something.
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh God.
I
Is
don't
that
know. Like
public?
I don't know. Maybe it is because I went to your thing and you had like a Skinny Bob video, and then you had some other ones. So maybe it was like,
Oh my God.
so maybe it's like
Are
your
you sure
liked
it wasn't
thing.
Twitter or Insta?
Maybe it was Twitter. I don't know. Either way,
Because
I want to.
I definitely I have a bigger following on Twitter because I share a lot
Okay.
of UFO content. I try to anyway on
Twitter's
Twitter.
so scary. I'm
I
so
don't
afraid of
like
Twitter.
Twitter. It's just easy to retweet and like
It
reshare and like
is.
that's the only aspect that I really use it for. It's hard to spend any time on there, but I definitely try.
Sorry, I'm reading
Um
the chat. Can you see the
yeah,
chat?
what's the
It should be able
wait,
to.
I need to see it. Okay, wait.
So it says, mostly space says, hey
Josh is
everyone, Josh is
definitely
definitely.
Josh is definitely blushing right now. Yeah, he probably is. Especially
So
talking about it.
So like you kind of talked about this on the live with Josh the other day, but I want to know like what UFO or UAP case caught your attention and made you, say like I need to know more. Like what is like the most compelling case to you?
Well, it wasn't what got me started into UAPs, but my favorite case, like by far, is the aerial phenomena in Zimbabwe. That's like my favorite. Like for me, listening to all those kids and seeing their drawings and just, I don't know, I could just feel them, like they just, I don't know, to me that they weren't lying, and why would they after so long? And then seeing them on the phenomenon was really good. That was a really good movie. I thought it was really, or a documentary. I thought it was really well made.
Hmm.
Um, but there wasn't like a particular case that kind of got me into it. It's just I've always been into the general topic of like even just like space science, and like I've always thought that there was more out there. I never thought that we were alone. Like I just thought even just in like terms of a universe, like could we really be the only ones out there? Like to me that was just um I don't know, not really a possibility. I mean it could be, but I feel like we're definitely not alone. So
Yeah.
I guess it's just that constant curiosity, and then I've always just been drawn to it, and then as I got older, just doing like or just like I guess learning more about the topic, and then eventually falling into like Joe Rogan, Bob Lazar, eventually Greer, even though yeah, he's controversial, but he has done a lot in the past. So yeah, I think it's just kind of diving into all of that and then just going deeper into the rabbit hole. Um, Obviously, being on UCR and Singularity Lab has been really, really amazing. Um, and yeah, I've been just learning a lot from them too, and just all the guests that we have. It's really cool. Like it's a lot of different information from different people, different points of view, which is a lot to absorb. But
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, their
yeah.
their show's always so great, and that was one of the first shows I sort of. So like I've always been into the whole thing, and then I just didn't realize that there was a community and people actually doing this on the civilian side that were just, normal people, but also serious researchers.
Hmm.
And it's one of those things where I I think Vinny like I shared some UFO thing because I had kept it secret for a while because the whole making fun of and all that, getting called a liar, getting called a crazy bee, like all that stuff.
Just
So I just,
anything. Yeah.
everything and anything, you're crazy, like seriously believe that stuff and whatever. So I finally posted something because last year I actually taught a class on star seeds for my other business, and that my partner was like, I don't want anything to do with that. And she was supportive in it, but she wanted to do the more like witchy, spiritual, like type stuff. So, and not, I'm
Mhm.
still into that. That is like, you know, like what I do. But at the same time, like this is something, this is so tangible right now for us. Like we, you know, we're getting information and even people are complaining. It's like this, it's like, how long have we, when have we ever gotten anything like this? Like this is a real thing. There's scientists studying this now. So when I saw UCR last time, or the first time I saw UCR was the Big Phone Home, because I think that I started like following Vinny around that time and he was
Yeah.
talking about it. So I just remember like I was driving to the hair salon, listening to it. I was like obsessed with it. And I was like, this is so freaking cool. And like, um, I knew who Elizondo was. He was on, it was like insane. Like just like, and
Yeah.
then it was
And
funny.
once you
Like it
start
was,
connecting those dots too, it's
yep.
like, oh my God. And like this person knows this person and connects to that. And then this channel
Yeah.
and that channel. It's like, it's also just endless too. So much information out there.
Yeah, for sure. And it's super weird to just like this is something like I remember telling my grandma like I want to be a ufologist and she was like they don't make any money. And that was always like my family saying you're not going to make money doing that. They don't make any money. That's more of a hobby.
That's always what
So
parents say. It's so funny. I mean, it's such a cliche, but I mean, I hope I don't say that when I'm an adult, you know?
I
I
know.
mean,
Well,
when my kids are adults, obviously I'm an adult. I mean,
mostly,
I
right?
meant when they are, yeah, not in every aspect for sure. Yeah. But
So
yeah, and then
yeah.
when they are, but yeah.
But they're
No,
always
that's
like
really cool.
but yeah, so I was kind of blown away like when I realized you were on there, and then I saw you popping up on there, and I was like, oh, like this is fucking cool because I had seen you everywhere, and your name obviously like stands out, and then Artemis
Yeah.
Prime. My son's obsessed with Optimus Prime, so I'm like, so I was like,
So
she's pretty
you
cool.
basically know a transformer now, so no.
Exactly, like a Greek goddess transformer.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's actually so funny when I worked in like a calling center, like when I was 18, my old supervisor, he was a pretty big nerd to say the least, but he was nice. So like I doubt he's watching, but like I guess if he is, just in case. I highly doubt that, but anyway.
Don't make me like
It's like
spit Coke out of my nose. What? I'm sorry if you're watching, but you're a nerd. Like,
I really highly doubt that, but I'm like, I guess there's that 1% chance, right? Anyway, um, yeah, so I don't even know how it started, but like one day, like him and like there was a lot of nerds that worked there. And they
where
would
was
all
this
just be,
at? What job was this?
I mean, I guess it was long enough, yeah. I used to work at a calling center for Geek Squad,
Oh,
Canada.
cool.
So they work with Best Buy.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know who they are, they're like technicians that come to your house to like install stuff. And I used to book like appointments and all that over the phone. You get some weird calls. I've been pranked a lot.
Oh
Oh my
my
God.
gosh.
I've also been like I've been like hit on and like said like inappropriate things to. I've been yelled at. Like, oh my God, you
Sounds
just
about right.
yeah, it's the full whatever you think a calling center is like, it's totally accurate. But
Oh,
anyway,
I did room service, so at like a like super fancy resort. So like yeah, people get weird on the phone. I totally can vouch for that.
yeah. Well, I mean, people who just would say that I'd have like a sex voice and all this stuff. It's so inappropriate. And like, think of an 18-year-old at the time too. I was
Oh,
just
that's
so
horrible.
like, I was like, this is just wrong. And anyway, back to the story. So yeah, this supervisor would be like, Artemis Prime, and like
Oh God.
scream it down the hallway. And it was so embarrassing. And like, I would just be like, oh my God, like, don't. And like, I wasn't somebody who wanted attention either. So like, this was a huge calling center with different like companies and everything. And like, people would be looking and all this stuff. And so like, I would just think it's like funny, but it never caught on, this whole Artemis Prime thing. And like, this is when I was 18.
Now it's like everywhere.
And now it's literally my name. Like it's my trademark. It's literally who I am now. And it's so surreal because it's two different worlds, like completely. Like when I think of that job, I don't even think of it as like me. You know, it was so long ago.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, when Lou said it one day, he's like, "No, you need to be Artemis Prime. Like I can't call you like anything else. He's like, that's just who you are and all this stuff. And I'm like, I was just like, I had this
You're
like
like, he said it.
realization, like I was like, fuck, like I think I'm stuck. Like I think I have to be Artemis Prime. So I went and changed all my socials and just
I mean,
I just
it's
owned it. I
remember,
owned
like you
it.
remember it. Yeah. So it's not like one of those
Yeah.
names that you forget. Oh, sorry. Chewbacca pillow in the background. Speaking of nerds.
Wait, no, okay. He was good. I just needed to paint the picture like that he was really into like all the good but nerdy stuff. I'm into the nerdy
Yes.
things too, for the
Oh, yeah,
record.
definitely.
I play video
Obviously. We wouldn't.
games. I love movies. I love UFOs. Like, come on. I'm still your homegirl. He was just very nerdy. That's it.
So, we have, I think Neil's in the audience too, or in the chat. So what
Oh
does
yeah.
Canada think of all this craziness? Like the US hiding a bunch of crap and just basically lying for like 80 years. Like, are you guys like mad at us? Like, are you like, come on, man? Like, you guys just keep doing. We're like the horrible like country that keeps doing things. Like, we can't stop doing horrible things. And so,
I bet you Neil would have more information actually on
I
that.
know.
Neil, if you want to chime in the chat. Because honestly, I don't hear a lot from Canada. I feel like
I guess
most
it's
of
not
the
a grocery store
UFO
thing.
stuff. No, and even then, like because of COVID, it's
Okay.
like, what did he say?
We're
You
Canadian. We
reply.
don't get mad.
Sorry. You know what? What was it? I was on live one day, I think it was last week, and somebody was like, Artemis, you almost were rude. You didn't even say sorry. And it was like to something, whatever. And I read it and I just typed it and I'm like, sorry. Like, all caps. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we
you don't
like
always say it. Well, we kind of do though. Fuck.
I put
It
my
sucks.
husband put our car in a ditch in Canada, driving from Arizona to Alaska, and we were in Yukon, which is like nothing out there.
Don't,
And if
never
that
been, I don't.
happens in the city like Phoenix, like people are just like look at you. Nobody tries to help, but everybody stopped. Like, are you okay? Do you guys need help? Are you okay? So I was
You're
like,
like, why
damn.
are these people trying to kill us? Like,
No,
why?
I couldn't
This is the
tell. So
nicest
like
way to
there's
die.
a yeah, there's a lot of Canadians in Alaska too. And so for the longest time I'm like, are people nice or are they fucking weird? Like I don't understand. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, where people suck. So I would never go back to the city, by the way. But I
No.
mean, like I was just like, people checked on us. And then we went to the campground because we were going to a
Yeah,
campground
that's
anyways.
normal.
And they
Yeah,
like
it's
fed
normal
us
here.
dinner, and people were like giving us food because they saw our car coming out, like getting dragged in by this tow truck.
Oh,
So that
yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, I would say like that's relatively normal. Like not maybe like 100% normal, but like yeah, we are pretty nice. Um, yeah, even like when we're like if we're out in public and stuff, like just like saying hi to each other and stuff, it's really cheese sometimes, yeah. Like
So
especially in the smaller
yeah.
towns. Like I mean, you go downtown Toronto and it's, snobby people everywhere.
Oh,
But
sure, yeah.
but I think like the smaller suburbs, like where I'm at too, it's like, oh hi, oh sorry, here's the door, whatever. It's
Yeah,
like
I
that
thought like I
typical
was weirded out because in Arizona people are not like that, especially if you like go towards Scottsdale area. It's just a bunch of
snobs.
yeah, snotty people, and it's hard. So I was like, I can't
Yeah,
discern whether or not they're being nice or kind of like
I
being
know.
smart. But I guess not. Everybody is nice. I do have a question about another Canada question. So the U.S. has Roswell, UK has their version of Roswell,
Mm.
Rendlesham, and then all the countries kind of have like this is the African Roswell. So what is the Canadian Roswell? Have
Oh,
you not looked into it?
there is a case, but I don't know. There was a case out in, I think, Manitoba that was significant. But honestly, I don't know. Oh,
See,
you
I've
should
only
have
been to
told me
like the
that one
really
in
desolate
advance.
areas. No, I didn't think.
I
No,
don't
I just thought of
know.
it. I just thought of it right now. So,
No, I know that we have a significant case, but at the same time, for me, I don't think it was a wow factor. So I think that's why maybe it doesn't resonate with me. But I would think it was in Manitoba, like Winnipeg,
very cool.
Manitoba,
Very
or
cool.
like outside of that area. I will double check on that and I will
I'm
follow
just
up on that
curious, and
one.
I literally just
But
thought of it.
yeah,
So,
let's see
not
in
to
the
put you on the
chat.
spot.
I know, I bet you I'm gonna get corrected. He's like, I'm gonna get creamed by any Canadians who are here. And be
Oh,
like,
well, maybe they don't know either because I've
or
never
very
heard it. You know what I mean? And I read a lot of
small
different things. So,
towns.
um,
Nano. Yes, we do have one big case.
okay.
Oh,
So,
Shag Harbor.
ooh,
Oh, Harbor. Shag Harbor. Ooh,
oh,
I've never heard of that one.
it didn't, the harbor didn't pop up for a second. Okay. See, he's confirmed. You're right. You're right. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. It just like popped into my head and came out. Um, so I had those questions for you besides that one. Oh, don't die.
Not COVID, just
I
cocktail.
say, not that's not the allergies, is it? It's almost so
Uh,
horrible. Do you have any questions? I'm sorry, I've just been asking you like questions and questions and questions, and
no,
I
that's
just
okay. Um, it's kind of nice. I mean, except that one because now I feel kind of stupid for not
don't
knowing
feel
that.
stupid
I'm
because
like, oh
if
no.
you asked me, like if you asked me like off the bat, like the US has a lot of cases that are like public and like out there. So I think that I just never like really had seen a lot of Canadian cases like in
It's
like the
true.
mainstream. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure there's some good ones because you think about like I drove through British Columbia and Yukon. So like to me, like that's Canada to me. Like it's all like forest. So I think
Yeah.
that there's like all these there's so many lakes there, and now a lot of lakes have activity. I'm sure you guys have some like cryptid stuff because there's so much like Canada kind of takes care of the forest, and like us, we're just like, let's drive through it. And
Yeah, we have an interesting history, but like I think sightings around Canada, I I think each province has like different like almost like qualities to sightings. Like some of our provinces are so like just plains, like a lot of what's it called? Just like fields and stuff. So that's a lot of flat territory to see activity and not a lot of light pollution. But then where I'm in, like Ontario, there's just so many suburbs and like the city and everything, that there is a lot more light pollution around here in general. Like I'm lucky to see like somewhat of a starry sky, which is really
oh,
sad.
okay. It is.
Yeah,
It's a
like
it's a bigger
it
suburb
is.
than okay. Um,
Like the longer you look up, obviously your eyes adjust a little bit better, but there's
yeah.
definitely too much light pollution, like especially where I live, um, to really see like a vivid, like clear sky, which is really sad, um,
Ye-
to be honest.
Oh,
But
definitely. Because I remember like even growing up in Phoenix, like we saw stars, and I feel like as it got more and more populated, like when I was little, I had my sighting in the middle of Phoenix, and it was like
yeah,
one of those things where as I grew older, I was like, I can't see anything unless you drive way out, into like the desert.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and then like around BC, like you got all the water around there, so maybe you could just see further away, but um. Yeah, I definitely think that we have a lot of activity, but whether it's shared or whether um, it's not, I don't know. I feel like our news doesn't really broadcast it at all. We hear, or I hear a lot more of the US news than I do Canada.
mhm. Well, the whole
Um,
news thing is new, right? Everywhere, like more and more. I feel like Mexico talked about it a lot. I know like the French were pretty open with it, but I
mhm,
think that for the most part, a lot of it is new. Like talking about it is new. Like you can,
mhm,
like I was terrified to talk about like my first sighting, and
mhm.
I remember like just kind of like Josh was like, "I'm not gonna think you're crazy," so then I like boop 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 like told him everything, and I was just like, "Okay, now people are gonna think I'm crazy." And I talked to even Andy from NYUAP, and he's like, no, seriously, like you need to like if you're gonna, you just need to say it. Andy, he's like, who gives a F what people think? F 'em.
Yeah,
So I don't know if we can cuss on YouTube. Can we?
you can if you're not monetized. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I've
Well,
been.
no money here. I spent all my money on
If anybody
slime.
wants to support. What? On what?
Slime.
Oh, slime. I did not hear that. I was like,
I have a bad
what,
slime
girl?
habit. Yeah,
Is it just
like slime.
therapeutic? Yeah.
I just like it. I've always liked it. It's always been like fun for me. And then I got kids, so I was like, I have excuses to buy slime.
Oh
But now,
yeah.
like
Same with
obviously,
Play-Doh.
with
Play-Doh's really cool too.
Yeah, Play-Doh's got like that.
Yeah.
And then they have like fluffy Play-Doh now. And now Elmer's
What's
Glue makes
that?
different like so like it's like cloud dough.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's getting ridiculous. Like it's so like some of the there's like if you go look up slime, like you'll literally see um recipes of people making slime food and it looks real. Like it'll be like a hot dog or a hamburger and they'll just be like smash it up. So satisfying to watch it. They'll make a whole beautiful waffle
Yeah,
plate. It'll look real and then they're just like and smash it and you're just
I
like
know.
I want to
You,
smash it too. But I got to buy it
you're
to
kind of
smash
like,
it.
it's true. I want one of those cakes that have the like where you get a hammer and you can just smash. It's not really a cake. It's like I don't know what it's made out of. I don't know. But like where people smash it and then there's like cool stuff inside.
Oh, I did not
Have you
know that
never
was a
seen
thing.
that?
I have not. I'm
Really?
going to go find it because
I
I
don't know.
like weird things. One of the
Like
neighborhood
pretend
kids was
like
here. They're like, "Why do you have so many fidgets in your house?" And I'm like, "It's that. It's theirs. I mean, I don't have fidgets. Come on, they're not mine." But I get in trouble
you're
for
like
that
my
too.
collection's on the top shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Funny.
Anyway, the kids were like, "I can't believe your mom has her own slime." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're not playing with this
Because
much. I
you're a
don't want
cool
your
mom.
I don't want your gross little hands in it." Like, okay, like I'm the mom in the neighborhood. Like I'm not the nice mom. Like I'm just like, stop jumping on the couch. Like I don't play with them. But I will have the best snacks. Like I've got the Capri Suns. Well, they just drink them today, but I have goldfish. Like I have like all the horrible snacks. And I have
Not
fruit too.
horrible. Those are like the ones they'll remember.
Exactly.
They'll
So
know they ate the apples, but they'll be like, no, those Capri Suns though.
yeah, those gushers were
That
on
juice.
point.
Josh like loves juice. It's really cute.
Like juice, like any juice.
Just juice. I know. He'll be like, wait, I gotta get my juice. And I'm like, you're
Yeah,
so
he makes
cute.
he makes his own pasta too, apparently.
No,
So
he's like a professional chef. Like, you have no idea. He sends me pictures of his food,
you're
and he's
like
like, no, he's like, sometimes he'll be like, I just whipped this up. He's like, it's not even that nice looking. And I'm looking at it like I'm looking
you're
at a
like I'm
restaurant menu.
drooling.
I'm looking at it like a restaurant menu. I'm like, that looks better than I think anything I've ever made.
Oh, Curious George says gummy worms. Yep, gummy worms. Josh, I do love juice. See, you'll get along with the kids. That's a plus. You guys can have some orange juice together, some juice boxes out in the patio.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he is. He's cute though. But yeah. He'll definitely be a what?
I
You
don't
say
know.
something.
It's just yeah, he is.
Awesome. Yeah,
He's cute.
thanks. And
You're like he's cute.
oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. So
Yeah.
I think that I'm out of questions. What do you want to talk about now? I mean, I do
Ooh.
have more questions, but I feel like I just asked a bunch of crazy questions. So
Well, I don't know.
I'm like, so do you? What part of like the UFO research do you like the most? Like, do you like studying cases? Are you trying to dig through documents? I noticed there's different kinds of people. Like, like Sean was like all in the documents, and then I know it's easy because once
Mhm.
you get in the documents, you're just like, like if they were
Yeah,
physical,
like
but
buried in them. Yeah. If they were
so
physical.
I guess you're
Yeah.
like this now, or like this, depending on which way you're swiping. But so like, do you like that? Do you like what kind of like looking at older TV shows of people like eyewitness accounts? Do you like looking into
I like the
um
eyewitnesses, like older cases for sure. I just think they're really compelling. I mean, I feel like I've said it a lot. I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but
oh, you're fine.
but like, but I don't know, something about the older cases, like just I don't know, anybody who was coming forward back then, like they'd either have to be like brilliant liars and have like a really big motive, or they were just telling the truth because they had like they were putting a lot on the line just to even come forward. So for me, that's just such I don't know, that's just really brave, especially in that time period and like any time period before really now. Like anybody coming forward had a risk of like looking crazy or like losing their job or like depending if they were somebody of status, losing their status and um, things that,
Well, getting
might,
locked up like in an insane asylum for one, like you'd be like, I was abducted, and you
yeah,
have some sort of PTSD from it, and
yeah,
they could
or
take your
saying too
kids.
much
Like,
and then just dying from it, like
oh
getting
yeah, that's
killed.
another thing. That's another
So it's
scary part we
just,
don't hear about. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got a question from mostly space. As a Canadian, are you required to listen to Drake by law?
no,
I didn't even
God.
realize Drake was a Canadian.
Yeah, wait, what? Really? Yeah, he
Is he?
is.
Is he Canadian?
He's Canadian.
Hmm. Oh, we're
Represent, but
oh
no.
my God, we're required to not listen to Nickelback. Is Nickelback from the old US? Or are they from Canada too?
Canada, Northern Ontario.
Oh, that explains Nickelback because they drive me crazy.
Hey,
I'm just
you know,
kidding.
there.
No, I'm just teasing. No, the weirdest thing driving through Canada is like here we have like our country western music, right? And it's all about the South and stuff like that.
Let out the
And
tires.
yep, exactly. So like going through Canada, there was this lady just singing her heart out on one of the country stations saying that she was a northern girl and it sounded like country western, but she was like singing that she was a northern girl in Canada, and apparently that's the equivalent to being a cowgirl there. Like that rough rugged that's the country. Like
Yeah,
that so I was just like, that's interesting because I guess
it depends where. Yeah.
I never
I
thought of that. I thought
mean, yeah. Nickelback, you know, they,
oh no. Did you my husband likes Nickelback.
oh no, I don't like them. I mean, I'm trying
I
to
was
be
like,
nice though. I was just trying to be nice. I was just trying to be nice.
sorry if you like Nickelback, guys.
I mean, I feel bad for your husband's ears, but, it's fine.
Yeah, he'll get all fired up about it. And then he gets mad if I tell people and I'm like, but you said you like Nickelback. You can't like undo that. Like,
That's true. Can't back out of that. No, I mean, I I also try not to like, I don't know. Why judge
you're
people
just
on music if they're just happy enjoying it, you know?
you're
Even
such a
if we
nice
think they
person.
suck.
You're such a
No.
nice person.
No, I mean, I'll still make fun of you, but at the same time, I'm like, I mean, why would I care? If
Yeah,
it's
that's their
if it's
passion. You're
bringing you
right. You're
joy,
right.
girl, just rock out to that
That's true.
music. You know,
I think
you
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 experience that as a parent. Your kid will start singing some crazy song out of nowhere, and they're just so happy about it.
girl.
They won't stop singing it, and
Or
then
they're
they
like
sing it the whole
scream on
time.
the top of their lungs.
Oh my
And they're
god.
like, no, I'm singing. I'm like, no, you're in the middle of like causing my ear trauma.
Oh my gosh. So I heard my son upstairs singing the Home Alone, like the doo doo doo. He was upstairs though. No, he was by himself. He was going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and he's 4. I'm like, oh, that's me all the way. I was like, what? And he's like, nothing. I'm just singing the Home Alone song.
Yeah, my daughter's been like, she's like dropped toys and then she's like, fuck sakes. And I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, what did you say? She's like, a fox? And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's really too smart. And I'm like,
Ooh.
that's not what you said, but okay. I'm like, let's just play that off as a fox. And you know, gotta watch what I say around a 4-year-old for
Oh
sure.
yeah, they're like little like they just repeat everything.
I
So
know.
so where
Yeah,
do you
it's
see
fun.
yourself where do you see yourself going? Do you want to get on more panels with with bigger guests? Do you want to kind of start interviewing like all the big wigs like a lot of people are doing? Or do you want to stick to giving like,
Uh-oh. Hello? Uh-oh, I think I lost our host. This is awkward. Oh my God, what happened? Oh, I can't hear you. Sorry, everybody. I can't hear you. Hmm. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the chat, guys. I got a question. Who is each of your favorite women investigators, interviewers, or historians? Was there a specific female who got you ladies motivated? That's a good one. Um, Priscilla, can you hear me? You can hear me. Oh, shoot, but I can't hear you. Nah. Just like unplug and replug. Or okay. Okay. Well, for the female investigators, that's a good one. I mean, I first heard of Linda Moulton Howe, which um, uh, still to this day, all the cow mutilations and the work she did in the documentaries, like those kind of blow my mind. I mean, those cases have been going on for how many years? About 100 or more, and no real suspects. There we
All
go.
right.
Hello.
So can you hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you.
Okay. For some reason, my little just stopped working because I went back to the mic and I don't know. My iPad's like, get out of here. Stop. Stop. What's
It's
your
okay.
name?
I really tried to hold down the fort. I got very nervous, but I read a question.
Well, I mean, like this is our first time, so weird things are gonna happen. Obviously, this isn't the
It's
best
what
mic
happens with your
situation.
first time.
Yep. So stop. Your mind
Girl,
was in your
okay,
mind was in the. Do you have like a naughty sense of humor? Because we were in the chat
I
with
do. I
somebody said
do.
something about coming, and you're like, oh, like you're
Wait, what? No.
not like they didn't say like coming like that, but they were like, oh, somebody's coming, and you're like, I can't remember what live it was.
Oh
Was
my
it
God.
on the live with Josh or Vinny? Probably Josh.
Oh,
But it was like I can't remember. I was like, she's got a naughty sense of humor. I like
I
it.
do. I really do. Very dirty mind. It's terrible. Yeah, it should get out of the gutter, but it just doesn't. I'm 30, but like, not my sense of humor. Yeah.
So,
Okay, so do you have a female investigator that you or like journalist and like historian that you kind of um gravitated towards, or do you have several, or like
I have a couple. I mean, I think I like Linda Moulton Howe for like her fun. Like she's just fun. She doesn't give a crap about anything. She'll study
she
anything.
just loves her cats? It's
Yep,
cute.
she's a cat lady. I can't get mad at that. I'm
Wait.
like, I want a cat. And then I obviously like Chase, and she's just super smart. And I feel like I haven't really seen like a female ufologist or investigator or researcher that I've been like, oh, come on. You know what I mean? Like I haven't, like, I really like them all. I'm also not very like judgmental of other females, so that makes it hard for me to, even if they're doing a crappy job, I'm like, you got this still. Like you can come back, or you know.
Yeah, I feel like there's not anybody that I'm um like hateful towards. I feel like everybody's trying to do the same thing around here.
Exactly. And that goes back to the whole Twitter thing. Like, why are people being so like horrible to each other? They could just, I mean, like, you don't have to agree, but at the same time, like, people are straight up on there, like, calling names, like not just like a little bit of name, like
Vicious.
you're an idiot. It's like just like you know, like they're bad, and it's just everybody thinks
Like, guys,
everybody
we're
wants
talking
to
about
be
UFOs
right.
here.
Yeah, like we're
Chill.
yeah, like they don't want to acknowledge that we have made big progress thanks to everything that's been happening. But it's just crazy how like online people can be so horrible. Like you
Yeah.
would not say
It's
that to somebody's face. I really don't think you would. Like even if you think you're a badass or whatever, like I don't think that you would say some of the stuff people say on there to somebody's like actual like face. It's just, and that makes it more frustrating because it's just like the guy that was on Vinny's live that day. It was like he just called her like the most horrible. It was just the rudest thing, and I was like, really, just out of nowhere, you're gonna say that? So
Yeah. I mean, it's surprising, but it's also not if you look um, beyond just the UFO topic in social media in general. Like, people, because they're hiding behind a screen, um, caught up in their own daily life, um, they take their frustrations out on other people all the time, on celebrities, on other people that are just like you and me, like just doing their daily life. Some people just don't care, or they've lost such sight of everything else that they become really spiteful on the internet. They become somebody they're not even, maybe they don't even believe that they are. Like some people don't think that they're bullies online, but and they're just like doing a service for like telling
Yeah.
you
Like
something.
they think they're correcting
Eh,
you and like
Yeah,
enlightening you and all
they
that
think that
stuff.
they're like making your life better, but really, they're putting you down for something, or they're basically calling you a bad person, a bad mom, a bad whatever.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but it has become, I think, I think it's becoming bigger and bigger. I don't think the problem is going away, especially with social media and the um just the not only like bullying, but like just antagonizing and like just um being spiteful, taking your own shit on other people. Like I think that that's just going to continue as the world becomes more stressful. And by that it's like with money, with these global pandemics, with um just the burden that comes after, like what happens after all this is
Oh
done.
yeah.
So it's just
It's
like,
yeah, people
there's
are
so
just
much, so
alone.
much. Yeah, so there's a lot, and I think it's only unfortunately going to get worse. But we are doing things to support, like in mental health and everything, that do counteract all of what's going on. But so like I don't know if eventually it'll balance out at least, but I definitely think in the beginning we're gonna keep seeing it um, get worse and worse, and that's within like not only the UFO community, but just in general on social media and just and I keep saying social media because especially with what's going on in the world, a lot of us are not everybody, of course, but a lot of us are now working from home, even if it's temporary, things like that. So a lot of us are really connected online today than I think we even were like 2 years ago. So like I just think that that's also why it's getting worse is because maybe people who barely use social media before, since the pandemic, they're like, why not? Or like they feel that
Yeah.
craving of needing to connect to more people or just wanting to like browse the internet more. So
That's the
yeah,
only
I
way
just
they
think,
can connect, for a little bit there. That's the only way you can connect to people in general. And I always use the analogy like people meet on these apps to go do the deed, and people think it's weird that you make friends online. Or even on like video game situations, like people are like, oh, he's a nerd, all his
yeah,
friends are on the
yeah,
video game, like, but maybe these people are more genuine. I know that there's a lot of like the whole like putting up the pretty face all the time for internet, or putting a certain image forward, but I think that if you're not looking for those people, you're not going to talk to them anyway. So like the genuine connections you make online are real. Like you're a real person, I'm a real person. Everybody's real here. So it's one of those things where people kind of like knocked it until COVID happened. So
yeah, that's true.
then they're like lonely, and then people with the mental health issues were definitely just more in like a hole because they didn't have any support. Everybody
Yeah,
was focused on that. So it's pretty
for
scary
sure.
to
And
think
I
that
mean,
another wave of that might be coming. It's like what's going to
yeah,
happen to people that are already in a delicate state left over from that? Like like how do you
yeah,
like put yourself out there online to make a safe space for people? Sorry, let me turn this off.
that's okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I think there's obviously a lot of benefits to social media because it does connect us, it does share information so instantly across the whole planet. And, for some people, it is mostly their way of connecting to others, or maybe a safer space to connect with others because, I mean, even myself, I've had conversations like through text that maybe were too difficult to talk about face to face,
Yeah, because it's like that whole
like to be
thing.
vulnerable, but
Yeah.
but I can open up, let's say, easier in a text message because, it isn't face to face. So it's like there's obviously benefits and everything. I just think um it's it's just us who have to learn how to actually use the technology better and to our advantage. I mean, like for a greater advantage versus to spread more negativity and bullshit. Like I think everybody kind of already deals with that on the daily in their own lives. Um, Especially when we are talking about a specific thing like UFOs, like why are we spending all this energy on that versus just doing anything else that could be more productive? But yeah, on social media as well, I just think that it's all a waste of time. And that's why I think it's really bad on like young adults and teens and everything. Like when I see them usually using social media, I cringe. Like I see them on TikTok, I cringe. I don't know, I don't think it's healthy for them at all. Makes me actually kind of sad to see that.
Yep.
And it's like I'm not even that much
Everybody's
older
like
than
this
them.
now. You know what I mean? Everybody's just like like I saw this
Yeah,
girl by herself and she was like trying to get the right angle and I was like, oh, like that and she was
yeah. Or
she
like
was
these girls that are like 14. Like, I mean, not to put any of them down. I mean, I'm not saying that I would be any better if that was me right now at 14, but
yeah.
um, like even just the way they put their makeup on and like the way they dress, the way that they think of themselves, the way that they act, the way that they feel like they're comparing themselves to different standards to like celebrities that have had like work done, etc. Like even if they haven't had work done, they're just comparing themselves to like people who have professionals who work on their hair and makeup. Forget about plastic surgery. Just like if I had my hair and makeup done, like I would look probably like 10 times better than I do right now.
Oh yeah. You guys saw me earlier. I
And
was
that
like no makeup, side ponytail
you still
basically.
look so cute. Are you
I was
kidding?
like sweating like it's so hot and gross here and
It's
I was
so
just like
hot. Yeah, it's
so,
so hot here too. Um, but like it would be like obscene standards and
well, what look at these filters.
um
They'll literally change like your face. Like I was looking for like a little bit of a filter the other day, like because I was just looking like hell and my skin was horrible that day. And it's just one of those days where I'm like, I just need like a little something. And I switched one and my lips got like this big and my
yeah,
cheeks got like this and like my eyebrows were like a cat.
or just
Like
my eye colors. My eye color
yeah,
always
uh-huh.
changes.
They're like
And I'm
gold
like,
all
that's
of a
not even
sudden.
something I can change. Like I can't even change my own eye color. Well, I guess with contacts, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's just like these standards that we're putting on ourselves and it's
definitely.
just so yeah, it's definitely really unhealthy and um everybody goes through insecurities and especially when you're going like like that age is so delicate, like you're going through so much not
Yeah.
only with like hormones and puberty but also just that age you're just kind of coming into yourself, you're realizing the world is a lot bigger than
Yeah.
what you thought it was and you're starting to like gravitate towards your own personal interests versus following everybody else. Like you're just discovering so much. And then when you're put into like social media on top of that, I just think it's been so unhealthy for these generation like that generation. And yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that with my girls. You can try to educate and like guide your kids into like one direction, but you remember what it's like to be that age as well, and you want to fit in. You want to know what everybody
Yes.
else is doing. Like you don't want to be left out. And so it's definitely it's another passion of mine too, which is kind of off topic, but
No, it's not off topic at
it's
all.
such a it's such a big it's such a big deal and such a big issue, I think, in the world. And it's not just like, one country here, one like state there or something. It's really global because these platforms are everywhere. And like, yeah, I just think that's like another like global issue that we have that we're
Oh,
not even
definitely.
really looking at. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And that still plays into the phenomena in a way because people are so worried about like fitting in there. And if they do see something, they're afraid to say something. And that's breaking apart little by little. But I guess like I kind of have another question. So what amount of disclosure do you hope is happening when our children are like, I don't want to say our age because gosh, that'd be weird. I'd be like 98 or something crazy. But
Don't do math. No, no, no. Don't
oh, I can't do math anyway. Come on.
this
So, what? So, like,
you
by the time
can't.
they're like old enough to like make their own decisions, maybe vote or whatever, what amount of disclosure would you like to see? You want them to know everything, or would you be satisfied with just kind of like a little bit more of what we have now? Do you want them to have the 23-minute video that Lou talks about? Like, what do you hope that our children know by the time they're adults? I guess.
Hmm. I mean, it's hard to say what I hope they'll know versus what, I think will actually come to light. Like it would be perfect to say that like we'll just have like this beautiful, perfectly wrapped disclosure, but what I really think is gonna happen is just it might continue to drip and sometimes it might kind of gush and then kind of drip again unless something big and erratic happens, like,
Right.
aliens just want to show up and just say hi,
Yes.
like at any time.
Yep. Yeah,
Please,
there's a lot of people
just
talking about
confirm.
that too. Yeah, there's a lot of people like online, like, well, if
Just
they're
do
so
it.
much advanced, why can't they come here and help us? Like it's kind of like our
Invite them to
job.
dinner.
Yep. Alien fiancés
No,
for our
but
kids. um,
oh God, I can't think of that. But yeah, like I mean, I'm like, no, 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 these girls. Um, no, but I mean, I don't think that it'll necessarily be like. I mean, okay, what I hope, I definitely hope that there's more visibility out there. But I mean, by the time they're my age, like that's like almost 30, let's say like 25 years from now. In 25 years, Jesus, like I hope we have way more disclosure than we do at this point. Um, but I mean, what does disclosure look like? That to everybody is so different. I just want
right.
it. It's hard. 25 years is a long time. So it's not even like 5, 10 years. But like I think I don't know, I want aliens to come and just say hi and for it to just change our world. I think that we're not ready for that though. We're too, we're
Yeah,
still
oh,
focused. Hello? Oh, did it
yeah,
freeze?
sorry, it froze for a second.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I could hear you, but it was glitchy. So I think I saw like both of us freeze because I was like, or something horrible.
Like a Barbie.
So Curious says, likes long walks, no grays or
Aliens just wants a
reptoids.
hug.
Oh, so you wouldn't hug a gray or a reptoid? Is that what we're saying? Up, or the government will just sabotage private programs. I mean, that's another interesting thing to think about. I don't fully trust them. Like I want to, and I want to say like I think that things are going in the right direction. But then there's other people thinking like, yeah, Josh says what comes after disclosure is the question. But like she was saying, like, what is disclosure to some people? Do like we need to know everything? Or do we want them to land? Or we just want them to say like, hey, we had crafts, we don't have them now, we've been hiding things, or hey, they're working with us. They do live in the mountain that Anjali is talking about on Twitter. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that, like, even though the government has confirmed, it's like, I still don't think that they want to admit, everything, because the more that they admit that they hid, um, the less trustworthy that they're gonna look towards the public, right? Because like
right.
the more that people will think, holy shit, what else have they lied about? What else have they kept from us? What can I trust? What do they still have? Are they even telling us the truth now?
Yeah,
Like
for
these
sure.
are the questions that are just gonna cause like such havoc in the world that like it's hard for me to imagine that that the government will just be like, you know what? Yeah, we fucked up. We just
My bad. Yeah.
lied for like all these years. We're sorry. Like,
Yeah.
forgive us. Let's go have some froyo, whatever. Like, I mean, no one's gonna. Yeah, I don't see that happening. But at the same time, um, I also see a lot happening in the public. Like, I think a lot of work that people are doing like around the world, it's especially in 25 years, in the next 25 years, I think that's just going to ramp up completely. And if aliens or whatever UAPs and UFOs are and whoever's making them, that's not going to remain a secret for 25 years. The next
Yeah.
25 years, that's for sure. We have technology that's too far advanced. We have a lot of educated people that are not in the government or not tied up to any um, NDAs or whatever
Right, right.
that they can do their own independent research. And there's a lot of people probably already doing that right now behind the scenes that we don't even know about yet, but who maybe in 10 years will finally figure something out and will come out with it. I mean, I think that disclosure is going to kind of come from everywhere. I don't, and we can't expect it only from the government. Otherwise,
it wouldn't
this is where we'll
happen.
be in like 25 years.
Yeah, still doing the same
Like, I
thing.
mean, we'll just be drinking different cocktails, but we'll still be talking, hey, what's going on in 25 years?
That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to think about that, but we really don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if so I have the free stream error because you can see the duck.
What's the
Is it a
duck?
duck? Oh, you can't see it? Can you see the duck on the screen? Okay, so anyway, like the free StreamYard has like this maybe only I can see it. It's like a little duck. It says powered by StreamYard because it's the free version. I don't know how long it lets me go. So like if we all disappear in 5 minutes, it's because of StreamYard. And me being broke and not being able to pay like the whatever a month. So do you want to have Josh come on now for a little bit?
Oh,
Since
yeah.
I did send him a link.
Okay. Josh, come on.
If you want to come on, you can. If not, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
He does.
He does. Yeah, he said he does. So I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, he does.
I was like nervous to go live with you guys the other day because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be like the odd man out. But then like it wasn't. Like we were
No,
just
oh my
talking
God.
like normal friends.
Yeah, duh, because we are.
But yeah.
I need to get my phone charger. Hold on one second.
Okay,
I'm gonna
yeah,
take
sure.
off. My camera's off, but I'm still here. Yeah.
So yes, I
So
see Rin. I saw you earlier, and then I saw, thank you everybody for being here, especially if you're in Europe. It's late. It's late anyway for some people. But yeah, we've kind of like been all over the place with the conversation, but this was not meant to be like a formal thing. Let me grab Josh. Let's see. There he is.
Oh.
Hello, sir. How's it going tonight?
I'm
You're
good.
up late.
Yeah, it's 2:30 now in the UK, so
But you were like a
pretty late.
music guy, so it's nothing to you. You're young, you were a
Yeah,
music
I mean, this is
guy.
what I'm
Like
used
it's
to,
just like
really.
hanging out, What are you
Oh, hey,
sipping on?
stranger.
Is that Riesling, Chardonnay? What do you got?
I've got some white wine tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're
it's
so
pretty good.
fancy.
I know. I like it when like Josh and Vinny get mad or like try to tell somebody off because it's still classy. Like it still sounds
Yeah.
classy to me. Kind of like when
We try
Avi
to.
was like, when you were on the interview with Avi and
Oh,
Max.
yeah.
My God, I was like, that was the classiest diss I've ever heard in my life. He's just like, oh, don't be proud of that.
He's such
You
a
ain't.
cool dude,
Basically,
isn't he?
he's like, you ain't shit. Like,
he's such a cool dude. He really is. And like he gave us that shout out as well at the start of like the show as well. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
that was
no,
really
like
cool.
he's like the work he's doing. I mean, you were talking about like disclosure before. Like the work he's doing, the work what ISA are doing, what SCU are doing, that's where like the disclosure is going to come from, in my opinion. It's not going to come from like the government.
Yeah, we can't wait for the
I hope I'm wrong,
government for
obviously,
that.
but we'll see.
yeah, I think I'm hoping for the hearings because then even if they're
Yeah.
private, like, and it takes forever for us to get them, that's when lose a lot of talk. And just from the things that like, he let slip here and there, like on his Max interview, the second one, that was like, I was nerdgasming all over the place because he's talking about physics, he's drawing pictures, he's like wink wink here, like it was like, Lou, are there aliens in the underground bunker? And he's like, no, like I can't talk about that.
And he's like, oh.
And then yeah, and then like I don't know if you saw his interview with James and Gage the Phenomena. Like his interview was really good there because he dove into the whole consciousness side of it.
Yeah,
So
that was
guy-
really
Yeah,
good.
I saw
It
that.
was really good. I like
yeah,
that
one
one.
blew my mind. I love James. He's so awesome. Like he's so chill too. Like he's so smart and he's so chill. I'm like, how are you that smart and a really nice guy still?
He's
Not
cool
that if
guy.
I got smart, I'd be
He's
like,
a firefighter. Maybe he takes it all out at work.
oh, that's true. That's true. He's just like, screw these fires. I don't think that's how a hose works.
I don't know. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
They go like this, I think. I think I've only
Your
touched
poor
one.
husband.
I've only touched one big hose. So, Anyways,
Well,
so
this is YouTube After Dark.
I'm gonna blame it on the bourbon.
Yeah.
It's called Angel's Envy. Oh my gosh, like that place is the bottle is super cool. It's got these wings on it, and you can go like do like bourbon sampling and all that stuff. But yeah, when you get to Canada and you find somebody to watch the kids, I'll ditch my kids, and you guys can like make a little road trip to Kentucky on your way to somewhere else because nobody just makes a road trip to go to Kentucky.
It's a pit stop.
Come during Derby. It's super weird.
Derby.
we can go see. Actually, have you guys watched Hellier? So it's a documentary on Prime, and it's about high strangeness in Kentucky, and
I haven't seen
it
that. No,
Oh,
haven't
it's
seen that.
really
Sounds cool.
good. So it starts with like this Kentucky goblin like cryptid type thing, and then it plays off of the whole like Kentucky's on the like near the 37th parallel. Oh my god, you know. And then it goes from there to like all these other like high strangeness events like UFOs and all that stuff. So it's a really good. Yeah, see, a lot of people have
That
seen
sounds
it.
cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
It's
Yeah,
good.
I'll
I've been
watch
kind of
that.
like
Sounds
mixing
good.
in like I started following one of the big Bigfoot guys. And he has a whole episode on how there's been these accounts of UAP showing up when Bigfoot shows up. So that's
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, I
It's
think,
weird but interesting.
Yeah.
I think it was it George Knapp? I think it was Mystery Wire like a couple of weeks
Mhm.
ago. They did like
Oh.
I think it's like an article or like a video on like the link between
Something
Bigfoot and like UFOs as well. So it's pretty cool.
they
Yeah.
did. It was good. I
Mhm.
saw that one.
Mostly space. Those creatures are adorable. The which ones? The Bigfoot or Kentucky
I've never heard
Goblin?
of. It must be the goblin. I've never heard somebody say Bigfoot's adorable.
I
Maybe he
mean-
is. Maybe
The
he's
film's
not.
really good. Have you seen the film Harry and the Hendersons from like
Oh my
the
God.
80s? I used to love that. That was
I
such a
think
good
my
film,
great
that.
grandma used to put that
Yeah.
on. Like I'd have to go to
So
her
good,
house when I was
yeah.
like when I was like playing sick or was sick, and she'd make me watch like
Playing
lame.
sick.
Like she'd
Yeah.
watch her soap operas and her Mexican soap operas, and then she'd throw me in the other room with some random channel, and that was always on. And that other show, Elf, the other alien guy,
Yeah,
Yes!
I remember
the
that.
aardvark
Oh my
looking alien. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, was Chewie a Bigfoot? I don't know. Let me. I have his pelt behind me.
Could be.
So, I love Chewie. So sorry, Star
I love
Wars.
Chewie. Love him.
Are you a Star Wars person, Artemis?
Duh.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
you don't know. Like I asked this one.
And
she's like,
Mandalorian.
"Oh,
I
I
yesterday
swear, Mandalorian."
yesterday
like,
I was repping a Baby Yoda mug on UCR. I'm not gonna lie.
aw, I
I was
love
drinking my
Baby
tea out
Yoda.
of it. It was cute. Yeah, I love
He-
this cup. It's just like Baby Yoda's like everywhere around the mug. It's so cute.
Oh, he's definitely awesome. They need. Are they going to make another season of that?
They are,
I
but
think
I'm
so.
not.
Yeah, I think there's been 2 already. But
I'll
I think they're making
die.
another
Yep,
one,
there's
so-
2.
There's 2. There's
Yeah.
2.
I have like such a
Um,
nerd crush on his character in that Mandalorian. Like not like I had a crush on Boba Fett, so maybe it's just like carrying on. But my husband's like, you need to settle down. I'm like, I'm gonna get you a little Mandalorian outfit. And he's like, what? He's like, it better be cool. Like I had to hire a cosplay guy to like fulfill my Mandalorian fantasy. But yeah,
Nice.
too much information, but you know.
We all love to play
No,
dress
but-
up.
Yeah.
You know, Halloween's coming up.
Oh, God. Oh my gosh. So what are your kids gonna be now that we're all over the place? What are your
Oh
You
my
don't know?
god, I don't know. I don't whatever they ask, honestly. Like Arya will probably just tell me. Like, or I don't know, I should just ask her. And then Mia will, like, my youngest will just follow her lead. I mean, honestly, this girl would be happy to wear a plastic bag.
She's just like
My youngest is such a little, like, she's just like so
laid back.
happy and like so chill. She has to be. She's the younger sister. I mean, she
Oh
gets
my gosh,
bossed
sorry,
around.
this comment. I dig Alf, but I don't support his cat eating habit.
Oh my god, he's eating cats?
He does, yeah. He eats cats, right? I just
Does
forgot
eat
about
cats,
that. I think I blocked
Wow,
it out of my
I
brain.
blocked it.
But
I was okay, girl. I was about to say I blocked that out of my memory. I'm not even kidding.
yeah, it's probably best.
That was cool. We never even talked about anything paranormal. I just realized
I
that.
know. I wanted to get into it, but I feel like I asked you too many questions.
Maybe
and I
enough.
didn't want.
No, but
so-
we'll get into another time then.
Yeah, let's
Next
do like,
episode.
next show. Let's talk about paranormal experiences of the spirit type. That which would be fun. Josh,
That'd be cool.
So, do you want to talk about some ghosts, or you want to wait till next time?
What now? Or yeah, I can tell you a ghost story now. Yeah, if you want.
Wait, let's save it. Let's save it. Let's do a whole show. Let's do a whole like ghost
Okay,
show.
yeah, cool. We'll save it. But
Okay.
yeah, I've got one what I've told before on Max's channel, but I've got some more as well, which I can tell you. Definitely.
Tell us
Just have,
one.
like ghost stories.
Tell us a
today.
light one, like a
The
maybe-
fastest.
the
Which one?
fastest.
Just kidding.
Oh no,
Like,
just
did a ghost like pop up and like go?
I'll save it for next time because it is quite a long story, so I'll save it for next time for sure.
No, it was a ghost that was wanking him. Just kidding.
I saw this like hilarious meme, and it said it was like a meme, and it's like every time you yawn, a ghost sticks its dick in your mouth.
Oh my god, no. But maybe.
You started it, Artemis. I'm gonna say that you started.
Do you ever get it where like you yawn so many times in a row?
I don't.
'Cause-
Yeah, it's
Wait,
contagious
really?
as well. It's contagious as well.
sneeze.
If
No,
if
wait,
you yawn
really?
at someone, they'll
I
yawn
don't. I
back
get
as
like
well.
one
It's
good
weird.
yawn in, but if you yawn
That's
a lot, that's true.
No, but now I'm thinking,
Just
how
like,
many times am I yawning? For who?
See, she's not alone, Josh. She's
Yeah.
just yawning for all the ghosts around her.
This is why you need to come to Canada ASAP.
Sorry, Rin. Sorry. She started it. I'm gonna say she said the ghost wanking
What?
comment, and then it just like happened.
I'll
Don't
be
worry,
myself for
it's all good.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Hey, I
Pricilla.
didn't make up the meme. It was just one
Ghost
that was
girlfriend.
like circulating for a little bit.
Mostly Space is gonna be Stephen Greer for Halloween. Good
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh.
Nice.
It's a great costume.
Great one, Brian. I love that. Yeah.
So quick, do you believe in ghosts? I think that all of us believe in ghosts, right? Because I think I've talked about
100%,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thinking about the
It's
yawns.
crazy. The yawns. When somebody else say something. I swear, no, no, the yawns is a thing. Like, sometimes I'll even call it the yawnies. Because, like,
Oh really?
yes. Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna sneeze myself to death. Maybe it's like a similar
Yes.
thing. Like I'm just like, this is my
I have
life now.
had, like, I think my record sneezes is like 14. I felt like I was gonna
Oh
die.
my gosh.
Wow.
I was like, I think I started crying and I was
You're
like,
just like,
it's
come
never
on.
ending. It was like never ending. I was so scared. I was like, it just like kept happening. I was like, am I gonna die? I was like, what is happening right now?
I can't breathe.
Like my brain is like malfunctioning or my nose, I don't know. But like, no, yeah, that's really not a thing for anybody.
Well,
Like,
not me. Like it might be a
okay,
thing.
somebody in the
It might be
chat,
like a
have
Canadian.
you never yawned like multiple? Hey, it's not a
Just
Canadian thing. Girl, that's not just a Brita thing.
I don't really
No,
know.
but like yawning multiple times in a row. Somebody in the chat, multiple times.
Yeah.
27 seasons. Whoa.
27
Wow.
sneezes. Wow, that
For
is
the win.
impressive.
Pins are flakdom.
Sneezer of the year.
Damn.
Lindsay.
Okay.
Lindsay.
Have you ever sneezed and coughed at the same time? No, but I feel like if I did, I'd probably piss myself.
Probably true.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that would do something bad to my body. I mean,
Or maybe you orgasm. I don't know.
that would be
cool, too.
great. You'd be sneezing all the
That'd be
time.
great, actually. I know. I'd be like carrying like pepper around me.
Stop.
Just like
Snorting
Yeah.
pepper. You got like the freaking thing, just like cranking it up your nose.
I just have to get like the instant one. Anyway, okay. This went weird.
All right, Josh, what do you want to talk about?
I'll just let you two talk. It's cool,
No, we brought
man.
you
I'll just sit
in
here
and
and
then-
listen. It's all good. Yeah.
We brought you.
I know. Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. Get me
That's all
out.
good. Yeah. I
No,
mean,
he
so
just
is this-
realized there's a pepper trick.
Yeah. I
What?
forgot, yeah, actually. But no. So I was going to ask you. So is this going to be like a regular like thing between you two? Then you're going to do more shows together in the future, or?
We are. We're gonna do it, but we're aiming for like every other week. So it will be late because we both have kids and my husband leaves for like periods of time for work. So sometimes it's just me. So I have like 8:30. Like they have to be asleep. Like if you're not asleep by 8:30, holy shit! Like what did I do wrong today?
I know, right?
Yeah.
But
Sometimes they don't though, and you're like, "Can I go to bed?" But anyway, yeah.
They never
no,
stop.
but it's okay. Joshy will be on our time soon, so.
Drinking juice with the
It's true.
kids.
Drinking juice. Yeah.
Like where I just
Him and the
bought,
girls.
I just bought Capri Suns. Where did they go?
I do love juice. I do really love juice. I don't know what it is.
He
I
really
just-
does. It's so
love
cute.
juice.
No, I love it. I love it so much.
My kids love
It's
it
actually
too.
like
so.
my favorite thing. Like when he says he needs to go grab a juice. I just
So like, what's
want
your favorite kind of juice? Like orange juice,
Orange juice.
watermelon,
Sure, yeah.
orange,
Orange
watered
juice, yeah.
down orange juice, no pulp.
watered down.
Yeah, so not fresh orange. So you put some fresh
Oh.
orange juice in
Do
the
you guys
glass
have a
and
Tang
then
there?
water. Did we have
You guys
what?
have-
Sorry?
Tang.
Yeah.
It's like
Tang,
powdered.
Yeah, we used to have that, yeah.
That was another lie. Like the astronauts never drink
Yeah.
that, and I remember them telling everybody they drink
It's
it.
really
in
nice.
space.
Like I used to drink it all the time. Like 'cause I used to live in China. Like I've told you guys before. Like I used to live in China for like 4 years, and that's all the juice I could get there was Tang. So I like Tang.
Sorry, somebody said he's
Yeah,
outnumbered.
it's a good
You're a wild laughing fit. Yeah, curious George. Thank you. I have.
Yeah, I mean,
I laugh a lot. I'm sorry.
We talk like when was it, like 2 weeks ago or was it a week ago? And you were like, you had a laughing fit for like 20 minutes or something.
You told people on public we're live right now.
I mean,
yeah, okay.
You know, like it's. I feel like at this point is no holds bar because you talked about the ghost.
Okay, so weed is legal in Canada, and I had an edible or two, and I could not stop laughing. Oh my god,
that is not legal in Kentucky. I do not partake.
Of course not. But from the stories you've heard from me, of course you understand.
You probably feel really nice right now.
Oh no, not now. No.
Oh, I
that
was
day
like,
that
how are
he's
you keeping it together? Like you just had an edible and you're like still alive. Like...
No. But also, because it's legal in Canada, we do when you buy it from the store, which that's the only way people do, obviously, is from the store. It's only like 10 milligrams per package, but you could buy like multiple packs. So they try to like lower the
Sorry,
dose,
I just picture like when stores have the sale and it's like a limit. You can only have 20 today.
You can only buy 30 grams a day. It's kind of shitty.
Man.
30 grams is still a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would last me. But in Alaska, it's the same way. It was
You'd
so
be
trippy. During quarantine, right? Just quarantine, the kids are at grandma's. It's just smoke all 30 grams. I was so weirded out in Alaska because it's legal there. Like we went to this like place. It was like it just got legalized when we moved there. So it was like we walked in. It got legal for like store selling because I know it's been legal in other ways there. But we walked into the dispensary and there's just some old ass dude with like a ZZ Top shirt on checking IDs. And I'm like, we just go in. And they're like, oh yeah, what kind of high are you looking for? And like my husband can't smoke. He's military. So he's like, you should get this one. So he's like living through me, like making me get all these weird like names. Like they all have crazy names. So
I could actually imagine how he feels. He'd be like, yeah, get that one. Like getting all excited.
Yeah, if there's a
he's
chance,
like, try this berry or try this gummies.
They have, like, the craziest
try the
names.
concentrates. Oh, like what the strains?
Yeah. I'm just like, do I want that? Like
right now, like one of my favorites is like this brand Carmel.
Curious George, my nose is
what
not
did he say?
growing.
I've just seen that comment as well. It's pretty funny.
I'm not lying right now.
Wait, I was joking with those guys where they referenced sneezing at Pepper, and I said to just do Pepper lines if you sneeze 27 times. Oh, this guy, Curious George, is honestly so good, so hilarious.
Tonight. Yeah.
Cheers to you, mate.
From Australia?
Oh, I was Australian, yeah, for sure.
Wait, Englishman say mate. So you say mate over there?
He does.
Okay.
Did that really? Okay, wait, that sounded Australian.
So.
I don't know.
But the way you said it sounded Australian. I was
like, mate.
Yeah.
Mate. Yeah, because that's the only way I can talk in Australian is if I say good day, mate. This is getting stupid. Yeah, anyway.
It's all good.
It's like that time. Was it the time that you guys had Jess from the Rogue Report? You guys were like making fun of each other, like trying to mimic each other's, doing impersonations of each other?
Oh, yeah. That was when I went to Vinny's, like when I went down there for Vinny's.
That's right. And Max popped up with the crazy hat out of nowhere.
What?
I can't even remember that day. Like we talked about
it's
it before
on-
on Vinny's channel.
Where is
and,
that? I want to
That
see
was
that.
like it's on Vinny's still, and you'll probably see Max with a freaking top hat on.
Max had a hat on. Yeah, it was really good. But I can't remember
Okay.
anything from that day. Like I can remember going there and having lunch, and then after that, I don't remember anything. Really don't. It's like we went through like so many
Cheerio.
bottles of wine that day.
Yeah,
It's
you were
crazy.
real subdued during that. You're just like, yep, we're on our second bottle.
Yeah.
How
And,
does
like,
he drink like that?
It was crazy.
crazy.
Like it was hard to keep up with him, to be honest. But no, it was
Because
good
you
to
said
have
you
have
don't drink
great
a lot,
time.
right? You're just kind of like a social drinker, or do you
Yeah,
drink
I mean,
like
yeah,
beer?
I've been.
Or...
Well,
I don't really know. She's like laughing. Laughing fit.
Well, yeah,
we
like
need to get you into
okay.
AA
no,
right now.
'cause we like talk, obviously.
See it written. Is it? It must be.
I'll just wait a few minutes and then. But yeah, no, like I do have a drink like most days, to be honest. Like I'll have like a beer or two or like a
Most
glass of wine or
days.
something. But yeah, nothing. I don't go overboard. No, definitely don't.
But you just blacked out for like 2 whole days with Benny.
Yeah.
No, I don't drink except every day.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I'll have like a beer or something after work or.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to walk away. If I start getting a laugh attack, I'm gonna have to leave. You guys can just continue until you get kicked off.
Oh my God, Rin! I want to join her. I'm literally
know.
smoking a bowl while watching this.
We'll definitely have Ren. We'll definitely have Ren on too, because
Oh, my eyes. Oh God. I mean, my face, like my cheeks hurt.
Yeah.
I do.
I
have
need
to
more wine too. It's like empty. So.
Oh gosh, I'm like halfway through this, but I poured too much. So.
Oh, when it's too much alcohol in it. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I don't like
it
when I can
tastes
taste
good.
it.
It
Oh,
tastes good.
yeah.
I just starting to feel it. Like I feel like my cheeks are hot now because I
Oh
drink
yeah, me
like
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine too. Like they're pretty rosy.
I mean, it's not because your boyfriend's on here or anything. It's just it's got to be the alcohol, right?
I mean, he's my UAP heartthrob. But,
Oh.
I wouldn't go that far and say that, but yeah, I mean, I'm.
Wait, what? You're not my
Yeah.
UAP
I
Kinda
heartthrob?
like
say I'm at
accident-
UAP heartthrob. I wouldn't say that, but.
I was
Oh.
like, you're not mine?
Of course I am, but not. I'm not like. I wouldn't call myself a heart.
He's live.
You know?
He's like. He's like.
I'll save myself.
I see where this is going. You're probably constantly pressing his buttons, and you're like just poking at him, and he does this, and then you're like, in a fun way though, not like in a mean way.
Yeah, it's a fun way.
No, like in a funny way. No, like a teasy.
I'm so
like
and innocent. No, I don't tease him with her. I'm so innocent and like just gentle.
She's nice.
Very true. It's very true. Yeah, very true.
I don't even have a sense of humor, really.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me or doesn't in the chat, I do have a sense of humor, obviously. Okay, anyway.
I was going to ask you because you said you were going to go on to the Big Phone Home. That's coming up, so you're going to be on Ladies Hour for that one.
Are you talking to me or Priscilla?
Her.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not in the
Oh,
full
you're
crowd
not.
yet.
You're not.
I'm talking to Artemis for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh no, I know. That's why you guys started talking. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna text this guy. Not this
She's
guy.
like, peace.
No, like the guy Roderick that does the big UFO room in Clubhouse was saying that something's going on tonight in Clubhouse.
Oh, cool.
But the last time I was up till like 12:30, so that was not good for dealing with kids the next day.
You know, it never is. Yeah.
Anyways, yep.
So yeah, oh shit. Sorry, I pulled the phone cord. God damn it.
Like what? Like our freaking president when he got up and walked away with the damn thing in his ear.
He couldn't get away fast enough from that question.
Nope.
He's like, oh fuck no. He's like, where's anyway, okay. Yeah, the Big Phone Home. Yeah, that's actually next weekend, which is so crazy. It came fast.
There it is, folks. I
There it is
knew
again.
it was a word.
No.
It's a trigger word for her. It's a trigger word for you. Every time somebody says come or came, you lose it.
No.
So Artemis, who's gonna be
Okay. God. So bad.
bad word? Your kids are learning. This is why
So
we're doing
bad.
this when the kids are asleep. So let's just
Okay.
who's gonna
Oh,
be
God.
there? Who's gonna be on the ladies hour? or
I
whatever?
actually don't have the final guest list. So I
Ah.
know that, I know UFO Jane is hosting. We've had a lot of women in the works. I should probably have a final list, really. It's only a week away. Why are you laughing? You're making me laugh.
Of course
I'm
not.
just smiling.
So in terms of
No,
like,
not you, Josh.
Oh.
Priscilla.
sorry.
I'm looking at Priscilla.
Am I
I'm
laughing?
like in the middle of you guys, so I'm like monkey in the middle here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Artemis sandwich.
an Artemis sandwich. Is that what somebody said? Or is that what you said?
That's what I said.
That's what she said. Yeah.
That's what I said. Oh, hey, Ryan Sprague is here. What's up, Ryan? Josh's shirt is hypnotizing me with awesomeness. Actually, you should show
it's
your
got
shirt
this
off.
today.
It's UCR.
It's just arrived
Yeah.
today.
Just like show the
UCR.
logo a bit. Yeah,
really
show
cool.
the
It's
logo.
got like
It looks really good.
UCR. Yeah.
Stand up, do a
Tick back
spin.
open. No, I'm too tired to
He
stand
hates
up.
it. He
Plus,
hates
I've got-
Oh,
plus
I put him on the
Spin.
spot
I've
all
got,
the time, too.
Shorts on right now, so
I
it's
want the
not
nothing
really
burger
good
one
to
so
stand up.
bad.
Business on the top, party on the bottom. But anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he doesn't want to stand up. Are you wearing pants, sir? Like,
I'm wearing like
probably
pajamas.
isn't.
Yeah, like pajamas, pretty much. But it's like 3 a.m. here, so
Okay,
it's
really.
pretty late. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
This is an awkward conversation to be in.
Trigger word. Trigger word. Sorry.
Don't worry.
I'm just in the middle of whatever this is.
It's been good tonight. No, I've really enjoyed the show tonight.
Yeah,
and
for
I'm
if
pleased
anybody's
to-
just joining, like this isn't supposed to be like a serious interview. It's supposed to be like a hangout. So if we're being crazy, we can be serious, but this is not one of those times.
Yeah. No, but you talked about it on Disclosure Teams Live earlier. I think it's a really good idea to like bring UFO like ladies together and talk about this topic, because it is difficult like for women in this topic, especially at the minute. So I think it's a really good idea what
There's
you guys
a lot
are doing.
of like badass women around doing serious research, obviously. You just don't get them together a lot. And the first time I saw it was last year's Flown Home, and I was so inspired by it. And I think that's one of the things that actually, like on a serious note, really inspired me to kind of just like, even for my own sake, like I don't need 1,000 followers, but if I see something good that somebody's sharing, another female or you, I want to share it, because maybe some people like were following me before I was a UFO, like before they knew I was out of the UFO closet, and they see it and then they start following you guys, and everybody knows word of mouth is like the best way to spread things. So
For sure.
I'm really excited about this Phone Home event. I am a little pissed at people, because how are we not to 500? Not we.
Yeah.
Like
I
think
don't
about
really
how many
understand that,
followers you have.
actually.
Think about how many followers you have, and it's like it takes like 2
Yeah.
seconds. I know you're watching Kim Kardashian's freaking life story on Lifetime channel, like whatever channel she's on. Like, I know people have time.
Don't discriminate what I do in my spare time. Like, I've already got that loaded for after our show. No, but I mean, yeah,
But I
if
mean, like,
you
think
do
about-
watch Kim Kardashian, honestly, that's fine. Sometimes you just need some crap to unwind to.
You do,
But at the
They
same
do.
time,
But I'm just saying, you make
don't
time
spend
for
all
that.
of your time
Yeah.
on it. Yeah, like don't
Like,
spend all your time on it.
When I signed
Spend-
the petition, it didn't even take me 2 minutes. Like, you just
Yeah.
hop on, you give your
Yes.
information. And
It's
I think a
easy.
lot of people are kind of like, it's not going to help. Well, yes, it will if you
It
put
will.
the effort in. That's what petitions
Or
are
like,
for.
oh, what's my name gonna change? It's like, well, every
But
single
too
name
many people are
literally
thinking
counts.
that. That's how
Every person
Yeah.
counts, and
Every single person.
we all count for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly. So you look at like all
you
these
matter. I'm gonna just do like that
matter.
political, like, you matter, and you, and you, and even you.
Yes, you.
Sign now.
You in the back too.
Sign it.
It
Seal
takes like 2
and deliver.
seconds. So if you're watching
2
this and you
seconds.
haven't watched it, shame
That's
or
all.
signed it. Shame
Shame on you.
you.
Shame on you.
Shame.
And you know who you are. No, but like honestly, okay, I'm joking a lot, but it's true. It really doesn't take much effort or time. And it can make a really big difference. So I don't really understand why we're not at 500.
I'm sure after the phone home, more people will start signing, but you just have to think about.
Yeah, but it takes the big event, even though like how much have people been talking about it leading up to it? So it's like, why can't we?
What was that?
Stop
husband.
throwing shit at me,
Oh.
babe.
He's throwing
I don't
dildos
even-
at her. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just come over here if you're going to be starting crap. No, what are you throwing sunflower seeds at me? What is this? Oh, Orbeez. He's throwing Orbeez at me. Do you know
What's
what those are?
Orbeez?
They're the little jelly things you stick in a.
Oh yeah. I know.
Like.
Yeah.
Those.
Oh, yeah.
But he won't show his face. He's like, the kids are asleep. My time to shine.
Oh,
You
God.
have to meet my UFO friends. You have to
I
meet.
already have a UFO friend.
You don't have any friends, babe.
I also make these Orbeez kids.
You're not gonna make the. He's trying to throw. That's what he's trying to do. Orbeez
Okay, I
are-
really liked what
She liked the titty treasure comment.
Artemis is too much. I'm not too much.
You're like too much in a good way.
Yeah, I know what
So
he
what-
meant.
okay,
I know.
Here's a question for you guys, okay? Like, how do you see the UFO subject in 5 years? Pricilla, I'll ask you first.
Oh,
What
yeah, I
things
just
will
asked.
happen?
I mean, I just answered this in 25 years.
Well, we're scaling it down.
Okay,
to 5
We're
years.
we'll bring
scaling
back
it
to 5
down.
years then. We'll bring it back to 5
Well-
years. What, like, how do you see the topic in 5 years? What do you think's gonna?
But I'm gonna like how I want it or how I
Yeah,
see it
like
happening.
how
I
you
see
want
it
it,
being
yeah.
really drawn out. Honestly, I don't want it that way. Like I want them to at least tell us what they can tell us. Like I understand that there is sensitive information involved, like such as tracking different frequencies that these UAP put off that are getting. That was a theory, and now it's coming out more and more that they are actually having a certain frequency emitting and that they're being tracked by. I understand the technology side of it that they can't share, but let's go back to Roswell where you started this. I really hope that they come clean with just saying like, hey, like, like we have been hiding things and we can't tell you because of this. At least give us a reason and at least tell us what you're hiding. So I don't see that happening completely in 5 years, but I do see Lou Elizondo and people like him coming forth more and holding the government accountable. And I see it happening more all over the world. Even if it's not going to be full, I think people are too afraid. They're kind of like giving people these little doses, and I get it. I mean, we saw what happened with the toilet paper and COVID, right? Like you couldn't buy anything. But I mean, like, can you imagine if they're like,
She frozen.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Okay, we'll go to you
Not
after
again.
yes,
this.
we've been lying.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
there
thank
goes.
God.
What's that?
Okay.
Oh, there goes.
She's-
It like everybody froze. It's just
Saved. Yeah.
it's what happens when you're on the free StreamYard. I'm all mad. I'm like, it's the free StreamYard, guys. What do you expect?
Whatever.
But yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. We're not gonna get what we want because honestly, like I'm like rip off the band-aid, let everybody like go nuts, let us all start over. It's gonna happen one way or another. And I just think that it's probably gonna happen with more leaks if it does happen. But I don't know that they'll admit to anything in the 5 years. To us, they might maybe behind closed doors to Congress and stuff, but I don't think they're gonna tell us they're not gonna come clean. Because think about the United States, like it's like that shitty boyfriend that you keep trusting. You know what I mean? Or the shitty girlfriend, like she's like, baby, I can change, or I'm like, you've lied so many times. Why would I believe you now? But that is all we have right now. We have to believe what we are seeing. But at the same time, I don't see them telling us what they should tell us. I don't see them owning up
Yeah.
to the lies or the secrets. And I honestly think that it's gone so far now that they don't even know the truth in one, like it's just like, you know, other people keep saying this, like there's so many compartments within the government, and then we have, you know, these independent companies like doing research as well. So I don't think, like, how are they going to rein that all in after so many years of hiding things? Because there's only a couple people getting the secrets from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and in terms of those people who you were talking about there, like most of them have died as well. I mean, like if you go back to Roswell, that was like so many years ago now. Like a lot of that information we're just not going to know
Lost.
because most of the people have died or they'll be close to dying now. So it's, you know, most of that's going to be lost forever, unfortunately. I don't think we'll ever know the truth of Roswell at all. I don't think we'll ever know the full truth, but yeah.
Yeah, which is sad. It's stupid, really.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts then, Artemis? So next 5 years, what do you think's
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean, I
happen?
kind of agree with what Priscilla said. And I think, I mean, like I said before, I think it's not only really up to the government, because if we only wait on them, they're not, like, it'll never happen. It'll have to be what we're doing, what everybody else is doing. Just like getting the information out there, getting it shared, like, I don't know, I guess on bigger scales and globally with everything coming out, plus with technology evolving. Plus, like, I'm interested to see if like the government does come out with any other technology now that they have started dripping this information out. Like, is there ulterior motives where they can introduce slowly like little things here and there?
Well, think about like the
So,
article that Josh shared about them. Did you share it about the testing of the weapon, the space weapon?
Yeah, that was
Um,
Benji who sent that to me. So
okay,
shout out to
yeah,
Benji if he's here.
yeah,
I'm not
he's
sure if he is,
awesome. I haven't seen him, but he's a cool guy.
but yeah,
Um,
he sent me that article. Yeah, it was really good.
So do you think that they're going to kind of like, is that what you mean by like a, like, you know, like a, they might use it, like the ulterior motive might be to make, you know, another
military
cash crop for war.
enemies,
that
blah blah
could be it. I
blah.
mean, with
I don't
me,
know.
I'm always skeptical, like when the government says something, you know, like I'm always going to kind of question it. And like, I love how we're getting all this information now and how it's changed over the past few years. But in the back of my mind, I'm always like, is there like a reason why they're doing this now? You know,
Yeah.
you know, there must be some sort of agenda, and it could be that. It could be based on the fact that they've got, you know, some weapons that they've developed, but they'll need to kind of phase in. That could be one of the reasons. But
Or it's like they're opening to
Or
share this with us, right? Like they're like, okay, well, we do have these weapons, but it's to
Yeah.
protect you from the
well,
evil.
yeah,
that or I
beings.
just
true,
think they
exactly, yeah.
can't keep it secret anymore. I just think that it's like becoming like something they can't really contain.
Yeah,
Because
could
the
be the
public
reason.
has been coming forward, or like there are more channels, there's more awareness, and less people are being like, I don't know, stigmatized for it, and like, yeah, I don't know, their willingness to share is just becoming more open. That, I don't know, maybe the government's just realizing like they can't keep it a secret, even though they may. Oh shit, we lost her again.
Is she gone? Oh, it's cool. Don't worry.
Yeah, even though we might not necessarily. Oh no, now I lost my train of thought because she left.
Lost train of thought. Yeah, lost
A
the train of
little
thought.
bit. Yeah. I got distracted. No, but like, crap. Okay. Um, just essentially that, yeah, they just can't contain it anymore, and I think that our technology is just advancing, and they need to.
I'm back.
And they need to let out that information, or they maybe are being threatened by it.
Abducted
Who
again.
knows?
Sorry, the comment.
Hi. What comment?
It says abducted again.
Abducted again. Yeah.
It's on
Artemis, no, God. New star of the show. No. If anything, this shows me that I'm very nervous.
No, you were onto something. Oh,
No, she's gone. Okay. Me next.
All
I
right.
guess.
Well, when she comes back, it's an hour and a half, and I know you've been up late. So when she comes back, do I need to put her back in? Is that how this works? Sorry, I haven't used this.
No, it's all right. I've never
before.
posted on StreamYard
There you
before either,
are.
so yeah.
It's pretty user friendly.
And
Just
I don't even know what I hit. I
glitching.
hit
I don't
something.
know either. I think that
I shouldn't touch my phone. Sorry.
I didn't touch anything, and I keep like
No, I
disappearing,
shouldn't
so-
touch my phone.
Oh,
I
you
touched my
pressed
phone.
something. Okay.
I don't know. I think I touched it and it went crazy, so I won't do that again. Anyway.
Well, I was just saying we're kind of like an hour and a half right now. So
Yeah.
do you want to wrap it up? Do you have any like closing thoughts? I didn't get to hear what you just said, and it sounded really good, and then just like boop, it was gone.
Yeah, well, that also went with my endings.
You're just like,
Yeah,
and I'm not talking about this.
No, when you left, I lost my train of thought,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
it's okay. And then I couldn't catch it back. The train left. It was just gone.
Boop, gone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like the way
That
we're
noise
sitting-
is killing me. Okay.
I mean, my closing thoughts is like I really enjoyed the show tonight from you two, and yeah, it's a really great idea. What you guys are doing, I think it's really important. I think it could turn out to be really important as well. So yeah, so well done for starting it, and great first show.
Well, thank you
Yeah,
to everybody
thank
that
you.
stayed up, and thank you, Artemis. You will definitely be each other's little like co-hosts for this. I think I like having somebody with me because it's not so awkward. If I kind of don't have any questions,
Or if
you
it
can jump
is,
in.
it's both of us.
If it is, we'll just start
There
laughing
you go.
and blame it on weed and liquor. So, or lack of sleep for the moms, right? Oh, yep. Now it's a Josh sandwich. Somebody goes, "Wow, no sandwich." Ice cream sandwich. Anyways, let's see if there's anybody asking any more questions.
No, but definitely make sure everybody checks out the Big Fun Home 2. That's really important. That's next weekend. Make sure to sign the petition. I'll also be going on Alien Girl 111 on Sunday. I
Cool.
just got asked. Yeah,
That's
so that'll
so
be fun.
exciting. She's great.
Yeah.
So
She's great. It's going to be a late show though. It's like 9 p.m. No, it's good though. It's Eastern, of course.
okay,
So
that's not too bad. I'll definitely jump
yeah.
in the audience and
Hey,
check it
if you
out.
want to join in, she wants more UFO chicks. If you're available, you should definitely come on.
Sunday night.
Sunday
Do it.
9
Yeah,
p.m.
Do it.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, it's my night to put the kids down, but like I said, anything past 8:30 is safe. So I can definitely hop in on Sunday. Just let me know. You have all my
9 p.m.
information. Now you have my email. Thanks for everybody. Hope we weren't too silly, but that was the point. Because like, we have a lot of serious tension right now between Twitter and just like sometimes like we have the pressure because we have this almost like we're overcompensating right now. We want to be, we're serious researchers. UFOs are serious. UAPs serious. And that's great. That's great for the cause. But sometimes it's nice to know people on like, a more personal level and get to know everybody's like quirks and stuff. Quirks.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
See, the physics is missing. I'm like her quirks. You know what I mean? The quirks and the different things that people do.
So,
so it's fun and it's good to have Josh here to rein us in when we're getting wild.
True.
Trying my best. I've tried my best with that, but yeah, tried my best.
Okay. Whoa, Joshua. Chill.
Well, anyways, it was really fun, everybody. And I will see you guys soon, hopefully.
You'll see us soon,
for sure.
Yes, and for you guys in the in the live or in the live chat, please let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. If you want to come on, let me know. This is all about getting the community together. I know that I would love to have Rin and so many of the females that are just on regularly on Instagram because everybody has these stories to tell and everybody has their own mission, even if it is just sharing, information or even if it is just supporting people that do like to share information. Everybody has a role, and I think everything is important and it all plays in together to get like this thing done and pushed forward. So I will see you guys soon and have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.